Okay, we have a Time.com article here written by Julia Zorthian, and it's entitled, Most Young Americans Consider Donald Trump an Illegitimate President, poll says. More than half of Americans age 18 to 30 view Donald Trump's presidency as illegitimate, according to a new poll. The Gen Forward survey found that 50% of young adults don't consider Trump's presidency legitimate, including large majorities of young Americans of color. 74% of black respondents, 60% of Asian American respondents, and 71% of Latino respondents. A minority of white respondents, 47%, said the same, according to a poll. The Black Youth Project at the University of Chicago conducted the poll in cooperation with the Associated Press, NORC Center for Public Affairs Research. Only 22% of young adults approve of Trump's performance as president, while 62% disapprove. So the dominant liberal establishment mass media is at it again. Time magazine, in cooperation with the AP and the Black Youth Project of the University of Chicago, known as a bastion of free thought and rationality, obviously, are cooperating once again to lie to the American people and use bias info from a bias survey given to biased people to say that the American people have a bias against Donald Trump. Now, I'm sure a lot of people do have a bias against Donald Trump, but there's no way we can say whether it's any kind of majority, especially among young people, because we can't trust the data from the survey because it's being given by a bunch of post-structuralists and critical theorists. On top of that, they're surveying a bunch of young kids who are in college who therefore have been indoctrinated their entire life by a bunch of critical Marxists, or critical theory Marxists at least. So nothing about it is trustworthy, nothing about it really is valuable at all. So you found out a bunch of people who you've been lying to for the entirety of their life, and especially this election. Believe it when you call Trump a racist, sexist, bigot, homophobe, and say that he hates everybody and wants to kill gays or whatever it is that you're saying. So really what you're showing us here isn't that young people don't like Trump and think he's illegitimate. What you're showing us is, once again, that you're all full of shit. You don't know anything about what you're reporting it on. You're lying in order to work with your fucking corporate masters and, I guess, get more money and keep everybody in the dark so the fucking party can't be over, even though Trump is obviously severely threatening it because he doesn't seem to be buying any of it. And showing that the majority of young people are fucking idiots. But again, none of that's very surprising because we already know that because young people are just kind of dumb anyway. But on top of that, young people who have been lied to their whole lives by people who think they're smart, like a bunch of fucking critical theorists and post-structuralists in academia, and happen to be the target of the survey, just happen to be agreeing with the critical theorists and post-structuralists in academia and the media and all the fucking neoliberals who've been telling them what to think their entire lives. It's not surprising at all that they would think this way. The media has been doing basically nothing but harping on whether or not Trump is a racist, a sexist, a bigot, or a homophobe, or whatever your favorite lefty buzzword is. Plus, the media also pushing it basically constantly and 24/7 whenever they can, and now throwing in the Russia thing. So if the DNC came up with this Russia thing which said Trump is illegitimate because more Russia and Putin, then it seems kind of sensible that the people that have been watching the media and listening to the media and who have been indoctrinated from fucking kindergarten, through culture, through school, all the way into whatever they're doing in their adult lives, believe your dumb horseshit. So you've demonstrated that young people are stupid, that the media are liars, that academia is full of shit, and that nobody is trustworthy in this whole goddamn thing. Good job proving nothing.